What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Richard Prophet, and welcome back to the Prophet Realty Group channel. A little bit about update on me real quick. I'm still on that diet. A lot of people have been asking me about my diet. Intermittent fasting, man. I'm just like skipping breakfast. And I mean, the weight has been dropping off like crazy. I got another beautiful from my suit collection that no longer fitted. Another beautiful Hickey Freeman suit. Put it on. Fits me fantastic. I mean, it's really working. I just got my license renewed. Not my real estate license and not my business license. Another license that's really hard to get in New York City. I'm not gonna mention what it is, but I've had it for years. And every time it comes to renew, I get a little nervous because in New York City, it's not a right to have this license. They make sure you know it's not a right. It's a privilege for you got this. So, I mean, just got mine renewed, and I'm real thankful about that. Blessed. Those that know what it is, know what it is. So I'm real thankful about that. Yeah, and I'm going to Atlanta next week. I'm going on business. I'm going to downtown Atlanta, midtown Atlanta, and Buckhead. But, you know, I'm also going to stay a couple days just to check out the city. So if you're in the Atlanta area, downtown, midtown, or Buckhead area, and you want to meet up, you know, smoke a cigar. Cigar culture is real big in Atlanta. You want to smoke a cigar, you know, get something to eat maybe, or have a couple drinks and just talk watches. Shoot me an email at askprofit@prophetrealtygroup.com, and yeah, we'll get together. We'll make that happen. Now, you know, it's Sunday night, so enough about me. We're talking watches. Tonight, we're on Glenfiddich 15. Now, this is the actual scotch that you get from your Rolex AD when you buy a brand new Rolex. You know, I might have mentioned in another video that it was 18, but it's not 18, it's 15. Glenfiddich 15 is what they give you. They don't give you the bottle, they'll give you like a glass, but this is the actual scotch that they give you. And the reason I know that is because the first time I had it, I told my AD, the manager of my AD, wow, scotch is fantastic. And I asked him the next time he buys, can he pick me up a bottle? And he said, sure, no problem. So he actually gave me this, Glenfiddich 15. So that is how I know what's the exact scotch they give you at the Rolex dealer, and it's this, Glenfiddich 15. It's a fantastic scotch if you can pick it up. All right. Also with a little Pellegrino. I like to keep a little Pellegrino. Now, let's get into it. Now, as you saw in the title, you got a business, you got to get a Rolex. I mean, I'm tired of screaming this. I'm tired of saying this, you know, but I'm going to say it so everybody listens to me. You got a business, you got to get a Rolex. You're in a business where you deal with clients, you got to get a Rolex. You're in a business where you're selling real estate, you got to get a Rolex. You're in a business where you're buying real estate, you got to get a Rolex. You're in a business where you're raising money, where you're looking for funding, where you're trying to get banks to fund your projects, you got to get a Rolex. A Rolex tells people that you're serious, that you're about business, that you appreciate value and quality. You want quality for money. You're not asking, how much does it cost? What does it cost? What does it cost? What does it cost? You know, you want quality for money. You're not asking, what does it cost? You're asking, am I receiving quality for the amount of money that I'm paying for? And that's what Rolex is. Now, let me tell you a quick little story. Last Friday, right? A couple buddies of mine, They call me up, hey, Prophet, you want to go to lunch? Okay, sure, we'll do lunch. Come pick me up. So they swing by, they pick me up. Where am I? Okay, right. So they pick me up. I say, okay, so where do you guys want to go? Oh, we want to go down to this new ramen spot that one of my friends, Edwin, had went the week before. And he said, oh, the soup is great. You got to check it out. We got to check it out. We all love ramen soup. So we say, okay, go. Boom, we'll go. So this place is called Jin Ramen. It's on 82nd and Amsterdam, right? So, okay, boom, great, we go. We get down there. As we pass by the spot, there's a line outside. It's a rainy day in New York City, and there's a line outside. So you know the food's got to be fantastic. People waiting in the rain for the food. So we go, we park the car. The line seems to be moving pretty quick. We go, we park the car. By the time we walk back, there's no more line. The people are in, right? Boom. Great. So we go in. Waitress comes over to seat us. There's a gentleman behind the waitress. Nice dressed gentleman, sharply dressed. Obviously into fashion. And I notice he has a watch on his wrist. I can't see exactly what it is, but we're just walking by. So he greets us. Hello, hello. And, just great customer service. Seems like a super nice guy. Boom. So the waitress goes. She seats us. We sit down. Of course, we order the soup, right? I get miso soup. We all get the same thing, actually. And we all get these 3 beers. Like, my buddy says, oh, you got to have the beer. The beer's great. So we get these beers. I forget the name of it. Actually, I took a picture of it. I would include it here, but I don't know how to do that. So I'll include some pictures at the end of this video. So, boom, right? The waitress takes our menus. She goes away. Let me just mention the service in Jin Ramen is absolutely fantastic. The customer service is fantastic. Everybody's super nice there, and the customer service is fantastic, right? So boom, we go, and I'm sitting there. I'm chopping it up with my buddies. We talking blah blah blah, and then but it keeps in my head. I keep thinking, man, I think that guy had a Rolex on. I think that guy had a Rolex on. And he was obvious that he's the owner, right? He looks like the owner. So, and he's standing over there by the cashier. We're sitting kind of like behind the cashier. So I look over, he's standing there by the cashier. And he's talking with another lady. He's talking with the cashier. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go over there. So I go over to him. He's just standing there talking with the young lady. And I look down, and he sees me looking at his watch. So he looks down, he looks up, he goes, yeah, Rolex Deep Sea. And I go, yeah, that's the James Cameron. And he goes, oh! And I go, yeah, look at my watch. And he goes, oh! I told him, look, I'm in the Rolex, you're in the Rolex. And he's like, oh! He like so appreciated that I knew what his watch was and that I was wearing a watch. It was like I can't explain it. Like it was like we're strangers. We didn't know each other. You know, I've never done business with him. You know, we're not friends. You know, but just when he knew, he understood that I knew what he was wearing, and I showed him what I was wearing. It was like instant. There was like a bond there. There was a camaraderie. So we spoke for a few moments. And, you know, I said, okay, I'm going to go back to my table. So I go back to my table. I sit down, and I'm there like a couple of minutes just talking with my buddies. And here he comes. He comes over, and he sits at our table. The owner of this restaurant that I've never met before comes over, sits at our table. He goes, hi, my name is Sam. What's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And we just start talking like we've known each other from grade school. He's like, you know, I'm into Rolex. I've been into Rolex since I'm a boy. You know, I start telling him, wow, I'm into Rolex, and I've been into Rolex since I was a boy. You know, I've always wanted to Rolex. You know, the landlord watch, blah blah blah. You know, I do these videos on YouTube. Look, I'll show you my collection. I started showing my collection. He was like, oh, I watch your videos on YouTube. I'm like, what? He's like, I've seen this video. The landlord watch. I've seen this video. I watch all the watch channels on YouTube, and I've seen this video of you on YouTube. I'm like, oh! And my buddies, they don't know what's going on, and we're laughing and we're joking, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I mean, you had to be there to and experience what I'm talking about, that I can't really explain it. It was like, because we both had a love for Rolex, it was like there was like an instant dynamic there that if you were present, it was like, it was magical. It was like we were buddies now. We were bros. My friends could not understand what was going on. They didn't like understand the lingo. I mean, you know, one of my buddies, I mean, I love my friends, but one of my buddies wears like friggin' Apple Watch. You know what I mean? Other guy doesn't even have a watch. I mean, it's just ridiculous with them. But with Sam, the guy's name is Sam, the owner's name is Sam, it was like, the exchange was like, I don't know, it was like, it was magical. We instantly were the best of friends. We instantly trusted each other. We instantly wanted to invite each other's families back to our homes, you know, for Thanksgiving dinner. That's the type of, I mean, it was crazy. You had to be there, or you have to have experienced that for yourself to know what I'm talking about. I mean, this man, you know, he started telling me about his business. He said he's got 15 restaurants. And, you know, I started talking about my businesses. He started showing me pictures of his collections. I showed him pictures of my collections. I showed him, you know, stuff on my YouTube. He showed me that he was subscribed to my channel. Oh, man, it was crazy. It was like, and, you know, I didn't mean to single my buddies out that I went with, but it was, we were just, you know, me and Sam, like, just had this bond because we both had Rolex love for Rolex. We had Rolex stories. And, you know, a lot of our background was the same, like grew up, you know, whatever. And, you know, times, you know, situations different now, but yeah, and we both had that love, always had that love there for Rolex. And when we became men and, you know, we achieved some, you know, some level of success, we began to build a collection. And, you know, there's nothing like a Rolex, and there's nothing like a love for Rolex that, look, you know, I didn't know this man. I never met this man before. You know, I couldn't have picked this man out of a lineup. And when we walked in, he saw us. He said hello. He greeted us like any owner of a restaurant, a good owner of a restaurant would do. And he probably thought nothing of it. But when he understood that I was a fellow Rolex lover, it was, you know, it was magical. It really was. I mean, if you own Rolex and you meet other Rolex owners in the wild, you know what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm talking about. And, you know, now, am I going to do business with this man in the future? You know, possibly, quite possibly. You know, he owns restaurants. I'm in real estate. So, you know, quite possibly we're going to do business. Are we going to become friends now? Most likely, you know, most likely we're going to be good friends. Most likely we're going to hang out. I'm definitely going to be frequenting his restaurants. And quite possibly we're going to hang out and, you know, just talk Rolex. Get into other things. And what I'm saying is that friendship, this friendship could probably have never even had a chance to begin if I didn't have a Rolex on my wrist, if he didn't have that Rolex on his wrist. That's what I'm saying. If you're in business, you got to have a Rolex. How many opportunities have you lost in your business because you didn't have a Rolex on your wrist? How many opportunities have you gained because you were wearing a Rolex? As a matter of fact, please, if you have walked up to somebody and broke the ice with them because they were wearing a Rolex, or you were wearing a Rolex, and you actually did business with them because of it, please leave it in the comments below, and I would love to talk about it. I would love to talk to you about it, and I would love to share it with the other guys on the channel, so other people that may be a little hesitant to what is being discussed here will see, you know what, maybe it does work. I mean, the Rolex is magic. And you know, you can't really get this from any other watch. There might be watches that may be more expensive, you know, but you're not gonna have that bond, that boom with somebody else that you get when you're wearing a Rolex. I mean, it's really mystical. I mean, me and Sam now, you know, we're gonna be great friends. Sam, I ordered you. Sam, I know you're watching. Cheers to you, my friend. I'm looking forward to going back to your restaurant. When I come back from Atlanta, I'm going to definitely go down. I ordered you Mr. Nice Watch t-shirt. I don't know your size, so I got small, medium, large. I'll take them down to you. You know, pick whichever one fits you. The other ones, I'll probably, I don't know. You know what? I'll give them away here in the channel. Yeah, I'll give them away here on the channel. So, yeah. So, basically, that's it. If you got a business, you got to get a Rolex. And trust me on this. Trust me on this. You got a business, you got to get a Rolex. I'm your host, Richard Prophet. It's a rainy night in New York City, but, you know, I'm drinking Glenfiddich Scotch. And I'm feeling great. I met a new friend, and it's Sunday night, so we're talking watches. I'm your host, Richard Prophet. This is the Prophet Realty Group channel, and I'll see you next week.